Oh man, do we have our time? So you all have it easy. You all could so, so, you can talk back better than I can talk. All right, who are we gonna get some people in here? Uh, rents and how do I hit the right button now? Hmm, one minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ah, well, Dean. So, all right. How you doing, bud? I got a bunch of you getting in here now. Have you? No, I don't have any M&Ms since they got taken away. Nothing good. All right. I don't, how do I send the links? I don't know how I can send at the link. Okay, here. Here. Ah, I don't know how to. How yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, Nick, how you doing? I'm trying to figure how do I send the link in the scans. Let me go over to Linda Town and uh, all right. Yeah, baby. Yeah, yeah. It's too. I hope it go. Hope if she doesn't work for her, he can send me, and I'll send you the link and see her the link.
Or you can send it to me. It's easier if you send it to her.
All right.
He said perhaps. She says she thinks that Jeffrey sent the link to some of the guys earlier.
Okay.
Perhaps she's not sure.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
You can tell everybody that I'm trying to help you here.
I don't know why. Yeah, I, I'm, I'm gonna send it.
Got it on. Find the link and email from Jeffrey earlier.
Yeah, I'll send it to for to you. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Bye
And
bye.
who do I send it to?
Well, you give it to Been enjoy. So to the.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Everybody think what we do. Oh man, uh, I'm I'm stupid here. Mm, all right, all right. Um, ah, you got. All right, guys, you're gonna help me out. Man, ah, I get this over with everybody, and then we'll sit in here. Me. Amanda, send me an email. All right. All right. Send me an email, Amanda. All right. Where to go? No. 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 Oh man. Okay. So. All right. So, well, everybody likes the sit. This is net. Yeah. Likes I okay. God. There you go. All right. All right. Okay. Just a minute. Just a minute. What number or what numbers do you hit the keys to go to the email? Yeah, yeah, your reason, yeah. Hey, man, I miss everybody that's trying to hit it, trying to watch this now. Uh, how do you, what do you hit on the keyboard to send the email? or send the link. Tenor. Okay. Yeah. Control pass. How's it going there? How's it going there? Okay. All right. Now. All right. No. No. That didn't do it. Okay. Connie, copy, Q, U, and P. Ay, 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 ay. There it is. There. Yay. There you go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. So here comes one now. There's Roy. Yeah. They went in here.
I'm here,
All right. Good.
and it's working.
Yeah. I need a couple
I
people.
just gonna turn the TV off.
Okay.
Turn the TV off.
Well, okay. I've come a long way with these stuff. I'll tell you that. I'm dazzled by all the the thing. It was so easy. When I did this, when I before the stroke. Uh, Now it's just it, everything is new. Everything is new.
Mm.
I got my camera the other day and got up for a few minutes and took them out and tried to take some pictures with it and just having a good day.
Yeah, it gets hard, doesn't it?
All right. All right. All right. Okay. Anybody else
You-
wants to?
We need someone else that talks more than we do.
Yeah, there is. All right. Yeah. Everybody that wants to join can do that now.
Yes, the post-stroke channel.
uh, that's right. It's right. Only me and Roy. Hmm. Hello. How you doing, Albert? Man, I can look at some of the people's names and I'll write them and or not write, but call them out. But I can't. I did a lot. There isn't a lot of talk going on. So if anybody would like to get here and get in here with us and carry the conversation going, it's really
It would help.
Oh, did you want me to close it?
yeah.
Are you sure? Does it help with the heating?
I can talk okay. It's just my keyboard's revolting. Keys keep moving around.
I don't have my coat anymore. It doesn't. It, it, I have a problem when I try to spill, and I just
Yeah, leave it open for a second. That's true.
It's a nice surprise to see you online today anyway. Good to see you still kicking around and putting it out there.
it would be nice to really get into the conversation, but that's that's the one thing I can't do. I have to come up, I take it in those what I don't really know.
Take whatever you can get out of it.
Yeah. Hmm. So everybody that wants to join, please do.
We need the help.
The number or the
The
link
link.
is in the. I mean, do it like this. Do it like this.
It's
Okay.
in the chat. Click on the link in the chat.
There we go. Hey, what you doing, Greggy? Oh, you got one people they can't spell or talk or whatever, and I don't know what with the Roy is,
I'm not the best person to help talk.
Yeah. I remember the old days when we were in here. Man, it really is nice to get back and get doing what we do. What we used to do the most here.
Mhm.
Uh,
Beautiful,
Albert's in the back room in the green room.
all right. Well, no, I don't see him anywhere.
He said he's there in 10, so no Jeffrey, which is a surprise. He's out in an airplane somewhere.
He's yeah, or he was still in Connecticut.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
The link's in the chat.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, good. I think it's faster. Oh, good. Yeah.
So, how's your 600 PF going?
Good, but I can't. I haven't had real lately. Haven't got it out of the cloud yet. Um, I was looking at the 800, but Mike,
It's right there. It's
I
right there.
thought we might have enough money to maybe think about getting that.
Probably around the same age.
I think 600 is a pretty good lens. I
Yeah,
had an 800 in the AFS, but I got rid of it because it was just too long. Birds in Australia are not that small.
yeah. I'll just leave. I think it. I get a couple of. Darn it. Oh, some people are all. I say I have a stroke in my my one.
You know why? Because it's straight.
Great, John. You are doing your job. Yeah,
We probably didn't want to have these ready.
He should join in. He'd fit right in with us, wouldn't he?
yeah, sure, good. Uh, 'Cause Joey, hey, John, how you doing?
Hey Chuck,
Yeah.
gotta show support. Hey, good to see you, man.
Well, I'm trying to get since Jeffrey is going to tomorrow night, I figured, what the heck, I'll get on here number, and make it. A lot of people are tired of probably listen to me, but this is how I get most of my talking talk for them. Let's see.
So you should get on too. You'd fit right in with us. Chuck's had a stroke. I've had a stroke.
Yeah.
No, do you want him to?
No,
Oh, we'll go, Roy. Josh.
he definitely can't.
Ah,
He's just facing that way, so he's not going to do that to you. I'm sure.
I would turn the camera, but she'd kill me.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Yes.
go.
There you go, Roy or John. So, chosen by design, he had a stroke too. Also,
Mm.
man,
There's a lot of that going around, isn't there?
yeah, it is. It really is. I feel sorry, everybody, and especially for me. But I can't talk. But yeah, and you're still traveling with the. Oh, here you go. My cancer is hard to hold, but there's therapy therapy every day and improving. Well, great, man. You know what? There's three of us now. All right. I'm really glad you're trying to doing your best. That's exactly what I'm doing. Is trying to get it out here and get the talking mover.
Yeah, exactly.
Use it or lose it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know what what we're doing. That I have a cape a case called a Shava, and I what you hear coming out of my mouth is not what I really want to say. Okay.
Mm.
I have everything. Uh, God.
Scrambled.
Yeah. Well, I hear it, but I can't sing it.
Mm.
Got it.
It's just it's hard to just say the like. And when we get we find our small our well, uh, my little oh well. Um, Dignac, Dignac wants to know how I'm doing. Okay, and I'm okay. It's just it's a matter of getting the words out.
You're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I keep trying.
My my speech is fine because I probably hardly ever used it.
Yeah. And he is chosen by design. I had ischemic strokes. Okay, man. Well, there's three in our little world. So, man. Well, I don't. I want everybody to know that if you don't like it, here goes another week in my
You're going to sleep well tonight.
yeah. It says and he says doing great, doing great, and we see incredible improvements, Mr. Chuck. Yeah, bud.
We
Thank
do.
that's you good. It may be a lot longer than what I had anticipated to get on, but that's all right. That's all right. All right.
As long as you get there.
Yeah. Yeah. My therapist would like or would be very happy to see me. And she's been on her on a straight. Well, daggone it. She always tried to sit me down with the I can't. He says, we want. She told me to sit down and write down what every day I'm going to say for the people. All right. I don't want to hear all that, or you all don't want to hear that, so I didn't. I haven't stuck to it. Um,
Hey, Chuck,
yeah,
are you is your therapist and everything? You're going to the VA,
yeah. Get,
so they've been taking good care of you at the VA, right?
well, no, not come. No, I'm not. The parent. I don't know. She's a lady here in Connecticut.
Uh-huh.
Uh, she tried to get me started. Well, she got me started a long way from where it's come from.
She's getting you there.
Yeah. Yeah, she was. Oh man, sorry about that. If she, well, I just want to. I want to look in. Come on.
Even John's got cataract surgery and it didn't go too well, did it?
No, I had to get it redone. They put the wrong power in there. Can you believe it? Now it's fantastic, Roy.
That's good.
What a mess. Hey, today I'm gonna go to the bird park and check out my 600
I'd
PF.
love to do something like that.
You know, this is a small bird park. All the birds are captive, so it'll be easy.
All the birds come here to see me.
Yeah, that's great. Wow. Roy, next week I'm gonna do a video with Mr. Wu on using a Toyo 4x5
Oh, yeah.
technical camera.
I remember them well.
Yeah, it should be fun. Should be real fun.
I remember the 8x10 more than the 4x5.
8x10. Wow, it's a beautiful camera. It's like new, and it's got a Schneider lens on there.
Some of those Snyder lenses are worth a few dollars.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Last one I looked at was $4,500 for a macro.
Oh my God.
But I remember putting Polaroid backs on the 8x10. Great big 8x10 Polaroid back, put those pictures off.
Mm. Hey, in fact, Mr. Wu and I, we want to do a nice big video on the history of Polaroid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think
I-
it'd be very. He's very, very knowledgeable about Polaroid, the history of it.
I'm not a big fan of the pictures that comes out, but I like playing with it.
Yeah, just the history of Polaroid, and from the beginning and how it's kind of come to an end. But it's a very, very interesting story. On I guess his name was Mr. Land.
Yes,
Yeah,
as in land camera.
exactly. Yeah,
You
quite
I
know,
an
was upset.
innovative scientist.
I was upset when they stopped making Polaroid for the backs, medium format backs.
Well, you made good money with those Polaroids because every time you show a client the composition using a 4x5, you do the
Mm.
Polaroid and you charge him $20 per Polaroid.
That wouldn't cover
You
the
know,
film there. I've got
yeah,
a few
make an
packs.
extra few bucks. That's like showing your client the back of your camera and charging him every time he takes a look see.
Yeah. You can still get some of this old film, but they won't be $4 or $5 a frame anymore.
Well, now Fuji is taking over with this Instax. I mean, they're just killing it with that Instax.
Yeah, people can't use it.
I mean, the kids are going crazy. They make most of their money off that Instax. Their own Polaroid rather than from the normal cameras.
All the hipsters.
Yeah, and the young girls, they love it.
Well, when I was in the shop last time, there was a whole queue of people trying to get film developed.
Really?
Yeah, about 20, 30 people.
John, when something takes him away, you're gonna have those videos to look back, and a lot of people, a lot of cute, is see those videos.
Right.
We need to get all this information from Mr. Wu while we still got him.
Yeah,
Appreciate him while we're still here.
I don't want him to go around, but
Yeah. He may outlive us though, the way we're going.
Yeah, he's doing better than I'm doing.
Me too.
Well, he's a great storyteller.
Mm.
He's got excellent stories. And like yesterday, we did the video on the two old Fujikas, a
Sure.
little bit of the history of the Fujikas, and then the last week we did it on that Rolei, 6x6, which was extremely interesting. So we're trying to just get more and more, vintage cameras. And there's one collector here who's probably got a warehouse full of almost like new,
Uh,
vintage cameras. So we're trying to get him to cough up a few so we can, do a little video on each one because the interest is is big.
I love the old cameras.
Yeah.
I don't like them, but
We know.
you can talk, but you have somebody to lock. That's good.
Mm.
Oh,
But a lot of the old timers, 65 and above, they just brings back memories,
thank you,
so they really enjoy it.
Mm.
thank you, Matt Urban. Thank you so much for the nice man. It's really good to see you and a lot of people. There's a lot of people that I can't say or talk to them, but yeah. Oh man, thank you, buddy. Mm.
See, Roy, the best part of these vintage cameras and the videos that I make is that nobody can fight. There's no fighting.
It's all one way.
What can you say? You know,
Yeah.
it's got a DR problem. So that's the best part. There's no fighting. None.
Yeah.
Zero.
The video isn't too bad either.
You can't you can't fight.
I love old film cameras. I just don't like using them anymore. Too much work.
Hey, you have a bunch of them still.
Yeah, I've got probably 50, 60 of them.
50, 60, that's
Told
quite a
you, man.
collection.
He he's still got too much stuff.
I've been giving it away last 12 months. It's getting littler. I sold a couple of things. I sold an old Nikon Noct, the AOS one.
Oh, really?
Thank you,
I'm still heartbroken.
thank you, Matt. I really appreciate that. And man, I tell you, this is one of the most the strongest thing I've. It's hard to me just to be able to watch the cat chap and listen to them talk. But every day I'm getting better. And the lady she's my speak well, I can't think of her name, or I can't think of what she jobs or job. Goes mine. It's in my mind. But hey, I just appreciate that you're there. And I mean, you listen. Thanks a lot, Mosmed. And and hey, how you doing, Rakesh? Get that now?
Getting all the gang together, are we?
Yeah, everybody come around. Oh man, the speech.
No, you're doing great, Chuck. I mean,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Well,
I'm
You're almost
impressed.
there, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you were in here listen to me talk all the time, you you wouldn't be saying that so fast.
I
You got
think
to
you're
pace
doing
yourself.
excellent. You want to say hi?
Hey, how you doing? Hey,
Hi, Chuck. How are you?
we're just having it a little bit of time or something. Well, I can't get it right, but still.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see you. I'll be on your show soon.
Thank you. Very, very good. Very good. I would love to. Bye bye. Oh
But
man,
you still got a lot of fans out there, Chuck.
Yes.
I
A lot
know
of goodwill.
so much. I tell you, these people have been so. A lot of things they wanted. The king.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh man.
Don't wear yourself out too much.
No, John. I'm sorry, John. John. I mean, I don't want to. I didn't mean to step onto your conversation.
What conversation? Now,
I tried to start him talking just to help fill in.
Shoot, shoot. He, chosen by design. Hey, thank you, buddy. I really appreciate it.
I still envy your studio.
Especially the stand.
Yeah, it's all simple, man. I mean, it's not simple, but it is. Well, I wish that I could really enjoy it, but not just yet. Hey, T-Mid's already good to see you, buddy. Thank you.
It looks like WKRP. You remember that?
Yeah. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it. But hey,
All right, I gotta get ready to go, Chuck. Go test that 600.
all right.
I'm gonna see you next week, right?
Yep.
All right, buddy. Or tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah. Because Jeff got caught up in that Microsoft whatever glitch that went worldwide.
Right. Uh-huh.
Okay. So I'll probably see it tomorrow night. All
Okay.
right. You take care, buddy. Roy,
Okay.
you take care. All right.
I'm just sending out some.
Right, you know those pictures.
I'll find him in a minute.
They're not on my gum.
He's probably on one of the other ones.
What?
We get anybody else that would like to be on?
We need help.
Yeah.
We're pretty crap at this. There's the link.
Flying turkeys.
There's a
KRP.
link. Look, other way. That link.
Yeah, we can use some help here, you know.
We're struggling.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, it's really good to be in here a little bit and talk to the people a little bit. And I wish it was a little more on just what can you? I would like to talk about the R1 and the R5 two, and how they relate to the Z's cameras and but I can't talk about all that long.
You're doing good.
I would just but I there's a whole lot into this taking my mind, I guess, another swing and
I think the R1's going to be a great camera, but it's very specialised. It's going to be a sports event camera.
I think it's just basically it's a Z set is a nothing but a Z8. You know, I know there's a lot of things different, but still, you know,
More like a Z6 III because it's more fewer pixels to send off and fewer pixels to worry about. Good for sports events, that sort of thing.
no, on the R5 2.
That's more like a Z8.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
I do love the Z8 though.
Yeah. And the R1, you know, sure, it's bad, it's okay, it's good, but it's not exactly what I expected them to bring it out.
I think it's what I expected because it's going to be the top of the range sports camera.
Well, yeah, I guess it is, but they're gonna have to. Well, no, they won't have to. They'll have people in the camera. They're just take it and run with it. But yeah, let's see, Jeffrey, and he said, Chuck, don't keep. And Doug, would you? I mean, look at you. Go ahead, Bob or Roy. Okay.
I think we need more people that talk more than we do, and better.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I think Canon's doing good.
thank you, Eva. It really feels good to get in here and talk with people.
It's where you belong.
Randall, how you doing?
Hi guys. I was watching
Someone-
the WNBA All-Star game, and I got the message from Jeff saying that he couldn't make it. And what do you think of this computer crash going on around the world?
Yeah, it definitely. Well, I get most it does most of the things now are now okay now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
fixing it.
Yeah, but some are behind. But I think the airports and the banks were the first ones that got everything back going. But
Yeah.
it didn't affect me. So,
Hey,
but
Art Banger, there's a phone for you today.
a phone call.
As he's talking about to Art Bear.
Oh yeah.
Okay. He sent it. I sent him a call later today.
Okay. I don't know. I took a nap, woke up, and I says, you know what? WNBA. Nobody's watching or on. So I went to it. The only way I can see it is in my garage. I got over-the-air antenna. I got rid of cable, got rid of basically, dish and cable.
Yeah.
And I haven't been watching TV because all you get is bad news. So I just watch the replay on YouTube, what news I'm interested in. And I just been doing videos. So I'm doing videos more than.
It's hard to believe you could make more videos than you already do.
I'm closing on 2220.
Yeah.
I think I'm two away.
Yeah.
You must be one of the most prolific YouTubers around.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I am not the number one. The number one is a guy from the Netherlands, and he has over 1 million. So I'll never catch him.
Wow, man.
So And I think he's a wildlife guy, photographer, and you know, uh, there's other people too. Uh, the biggest thing is Leica came up with a firmware. They had a problem with their SL3, and what happened there was they got a new button on the camera, so you can put it to sleep, and then just hit the shutter button to wake it up. Well, what people were doing was either they were shaking it or they thought it was off when it was actually in sleep. And then they would take the battery out. And when they put in a new battery, it reset all the files on the SD card. And then it would rewrite the files again. So if they're doing a wedding, it messed everything
Right
up.
over them.
Hmm.
So they finally put that up. They had more instructions of what to do. So, hey, Albert.
Hello, how are you guys doing?
Pretty
Doing
good.
fine. How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
First of all, welcome back, Chuck. Big welcome back. So happy to see you.
It's
Okay.
good, Wine. I just, I'll tell you what, since, gosh, well, it was open tonight, so I thought I was going to jump here and have a good time, and I'm really having a good time with everybody.
Glad
You're
you're
back
good.
where you belong.
That's right. True words have never been spoken. You're back where you belong.
Yeah, I got a lot.
I'm happy for you.
I got so much to say to the trek, but I can't. I just haven't get time. I hadn't time yet to get it. Well, I can't.
Okay.
You know what I
Take your
mean?
time.
He
Take your
does look
sweet
good,
time,
though.
Chuck. No rush here.
What's that, Roy or Randall?
Yeah, you're looking great.
Well, I feel good. I'm
Yeah.
I've got the already back. To get the well the gotta eat. I got a belly finally.
Hey, that's called experience.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. We all got them.
But yeah, I'm really happy to be here, and I'm glad well, let me tell you, I have to give it to my wife. You know, she, I she she knew she was where this was going on, and on the date it happened, I was talking about Tom, just talking to her, and could see my speech was wrong. I couldn't see it, and anyway, it was all. She said, "Well, you got to go right now to uh, whatever Charles or no what." Remember what was it you said you had to go to the anyway the guy told me I think you've got a stroke, and I told him you're crazy. Yeah, you don't it shouldn't well
Mm.
Take your time, Chuck.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Take your
man.
time, Chuck. Take your
You're
time.
doing fine.
Yeah,
Remember, Chuck, we're on your time.
yeah.
Okay. So I
It's
don't
a
have to
Choco
worry about
show.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. anyway, so I said, no, I don't want to do it. We got to in the I can't even say admirate. I can't see. Well, I can't use it, but uh, I took a ride on to the Little, and well, I'll just tell you more later on when I go to that. But
That's okay. We're here for you.
yeah,
Okay, that's better.
Albert's got bored.
All right, that's what I'm talking
You have a lot of shadow, so
about.
lighting.
Is that like a fan dancer does?
That's right. It works. The shadows improved.
Um,
well,
so
anyway,
you said someone was trying to call me. Was it Alex Barrera? You said, or
no, it was somebody else. Somebody
okay.
that called me, and I called him back.
Oh, okay. All right. So the only other news is we're going to get an R5 too, Chuck.
Right after his ZF.
Yeah,
Hey, did you know that's a little bit slower than the Z8
yeah.
on the milliseconds?
Hmm.
So I have a friend. He has another YouTube channel, and he just had a heart attack. All right,
Yeah.
but he's back home from the hospital. He's going to California, but he did a great video on why he wasn't going to do the R5 II. He was going to, and he bought himself a Z8.
Yeah.
So I thought that was great.
Hmm.
He talked about the differences and stuff, and he says, Z8 is cheaper. It's what, 3,400 now, 33,
Yeah.
something like that, 33.99, and then the 5.2 is what, 42,
43. Yeah.
43. Okay,
43.
and the R5C sells about 42, maybe 4,000, and cameras are, you may want all the features, but if you're happy what you got, DSLR cam, and it's doing what you want to do, stay with it.
Makes
Yeah.
a great webcam as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's what you like. It's all that matters.
So I get the mid-range cameras for video, the 24.5 because of low light. The quality is good. With the Z8, Z9, the 45 megapixel, the powerhouses, the Q3, 60 megapixel. I take that out, for all the colors outside. That's what I like. I don't shoot anything in 8K, just a little bit. That's it. I've done the Z6 III, 6K 60, writing on the SD card, no problems. And with the SD card, I don't have it in ProRes or NVIDIA RAW or whatever. I just have the 10-bit H.265, and it works great. I only had one problem, and that was from a manufacturer's. Their CF Express cards. Their SD cards were fine. It was just that one type of card had a 650 gig and a 325 gig that didn't work in the Z6 III. So I put up another video today, and I don't know if you caught it, but I now have two Z6 IIIs.
Oh.
And so I went to the camera store first, showed them the problem, and it froze right in front of them. They took it out and it says, yeah, we think it's the card. And so what happens is when a lot of people were buying these cameras, they do multiple orders. And once they get one confirming being mailed to them, then they cancel the other order. Okay. I was talking to a guy that was living here in San Antonio, and he was telling me, and another guy online also that watches my channel says, hey, no, he was in the area. That's right. He says, I was at the camera store yesterday and they got cameras there. And then he told me the story why they're there. So, I was back on that car getting me another one. So I got 2 of those now. You think it's going to be a Z7 III or they're just going to have the Z8?
I don't know. I'm still worried too because, I don't know.
I mean, $3,400 isn't bad, for a Z8. If you want the megapixels.
Yeah.
I like the megapixels.
Yeah.
Because you can crop. So I had
it's just easier to work with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I had a perfect picture today where I brought it up. It looked great at 24.5 megapixels. But if I had that 45, if I had the Z8 out this morning, when I was trying to follow this white-tailed dove around my house, okay, it would have brought it a lot closer. I keep making one mistake. I had a zoom, and instead at 24 to 70, that's what I had. Instead of having it at 70, I had it at 24. So my experience is you start wide, you get the subject, and then you zoom in on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my excitement in following this bird around, I forgot to do that. So everything's at 24 megapixels. Yes, it's a great shot. It was mainly in focus, but I used the ZF on that. So that's a slower focusing than the Z6 III.
Yeah.
But and I had it in mechanical shutter. I didn't have the electronic shutter. So, but, I'm
does the job.
Well, yeah, sorry, but well, we doing, Albert? What you doing?
I have a lot of projects going on. I have so many things going on that I don't even know where to start or begin.
Wow.
I have one for Roy here. He asked me about this. I got Fujifilm 680 on the Pentax 6.7. Adapted, fully works.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a 6x7. It's a 181.23. Okay, which is almost a 2.8. Now this is a better lens than the Kodak Ektar, the 178. Okay, it's a replacement for that. That's better because the Ektar Kodak is an aerial lens, so it has bad distortion. This one has better compression, and the bulk is equal as well.
Well, Fuji have always been good at lenses.
Man, look at that.
So here we go. We open it up. Look at that. We have the viewfinder.
Yeah.
You can see the viewfinder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too small.
So we did this. We can adapt all of the Fujifilm 680 lenses to the Pentax 6.7, plus many other lenses because this has a focal shutter. This has a. It's not. You don't need cables to shoot it. Okay. Another project I'm working on is I have this here. Look at this. This is the Bronica with the Nikon 200 millimeter. And we have a digital back, which is a Olympus camera in the back, serving as a digital back for flash photography.
Wow.
You see this here? This is to preview your flash.
Yeah.
Okay, you see, look, I can take it off. It comes on and off. I can take it off, put the film back on. Okay, so I'll check the light with this here. You can see that. You can see the flip finder on the screen right here.
Yeah.
Okay, you see that? That's an Olympus.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an Olympus pan camera. And the reason why I use the Olympus pan camera is because it's flat, so you can stick anything up against it. You cannot use a camera with a big handle. I'll show you what I mean by it. Okay, here we go. You see this here? See how flat it is? This is the Olympus 10.
Yep.
I believe this is the 6th. It's one of the few that's very flat, as you can see. Okay, so if you're going to use it as a digital back to check flash, I highly recommend to use this camera. Okay, because if you cannot put something with a handle, because it's gonna punch up against the against this right here. Okay, so we
Yeah.
put it on. You see that? It's on.
Yeah. Excellent.
It's on. Okay, the battery's charging right now. I wanted to do it for you guys, but I gotta wait for the battery to charge.
Yeah.
Also, we have tilt shift on this as well. We have the bellows, okay, with tilt shift capability, which is something that only the medium format lens that has this is the Fujifilm 680, I believe, and the Rollei 66. Okay, but this is an additional feature on this particular lens right here, on this particular camera. Okay, so you can see the tilt shift
Yeah.
capability of it. Okay, and this is Nikon glass.
Definitely.
All right, so I can also adapt other lenses to this, many other different lenses. I can adapt barrel lenses. Okay, because this is a focal plane shutter camera. So just some of the things I'm working on. Okay, here's something else I'm working on right here. I have a 6x9 Graflex. It's an American camera. Okay, and I adapted a Leica 6x6 medium format projection lens. It's a 150 millimeter 2.8. Incredible bulk on this body right here. Okay, look at it. Okay, plus I can adapt the Fujifilm 680 lenses. But what I really truly want to do with this is to make a palatable Makina kind of Nikon optics camera with this here. I'm going to adapt this. I'm waiting for the boards to come in. Okay.
Wow.
How many?
All right.
How many do you have? How many things do you have now? Your job. You know,
Excuse me?
do you have how many? Wow, daggone it.
Take your time. Don't worry about it.
Well, how many?
Cloth
No.
size projection lens in the meantime. We're going to put it on here 1.0, 1.2,
Wow.
120, 6.6. We also have a 140 cloth size right here, 1.2 also, 2.2. Okay. Also medium format. Okay. So we have a lot. NIDA 180 lens right here. We could put on it also 8.4. We have more lenses. We have like, believe me, I'm going cuckoo here. Another project I have going on is I'm going to take this Polaroid and I'm going to turn it into a 6x9 by adding a film back to the back. Okay, which is pretty crazy. You see this here? It's a Polaroid.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a 6x9 film back in the back. I'm going to take this out. I could also do a 4x5 large format. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to gut this out right here and I'm going to buy the 3D printed part. I think I'm going to go with the 6x9. This is the mint condition. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do that project as well. So, but if you
Can you
can
still
see
get
here,
film for
this is
that?
not going back to this one. It's not 4x5 I'm doing. It's 6x9. I have the digital. I have the back right here, the film back. I have a 6x9 film back for the Galaxy. I put it right here. I could also do 6.7 and 6.9. Okay. And 6.8. So I'm going to imitate the palatable Makina, which is a 6.7 with this here. And I'm going to use about all six Bronica lenses that are Nikon on it. Okay. I already have all of the viewfinders. I'm going to buy a universal one. So I'm doing this for somebody else, but I have a lot of projects going on, as you can see. That's why.
That's what I said. I mean, you get so much going on that how many adapters do you have now?
Oh, well over 100. I
God,
went on Jeffrey's live stream.
man.
Yeah, I have a box right here. Look, I'll show you here.
I hear you, bud.
Don't lie, this is just one box. It's about 80 or 50 there at
They're
least.
escaping.
Yeah, look, they're everywhere. Look at this.
Man,
Everywhere.
You better label them or you'll
Crazy.
forget what they do.
Demented.
he said he was if he can't if he didn't he does if he didn't have a kid he'll bait one. Yeah, man.
Oh God, I'm crazy.
You know, I love those adapters. I like tinkering too. You know, when you do different lenses on different camera systems.
Yeah,
I think
yes,
it's great.
yeah. I had something special here. It's a telecentric lens. And I put it on the Pentax. Look at this little small guy right here, the Pentax Q.
Yeah.
We have every format here. Look at it, it's the smallest format, Pentax Q format. We add this right here. I can take video with a telecentric lens. Now, what is a telecentric lens? A telecentric is a lens that will take everything and everything will be equal size, even if it's 100 feet away. Okay?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I can put it on this camera and I can take pictures with it. I'm doing this for Roy. I told him to do it. I just been backed off because I have so much nonsense going. But I'm gonna get this adapted to the Micro Four Thirds and get it out of the Pentax so that we can get it with something that's more usable. And I'm gonna take pictures and I'm gonna show you guys if I ever get a chance one day. Okay, so like I said, I have so much going on. It's and I have people, so. But I'll manage. I always do.
I guess you have.
I'm confident, so I'm too dumb to be scared. Too dumb to be scared, Chuck. I don't know any better.
Hey, Wings, how you doing?
Well, let me do this.
Mr.
If anybody
Adapter.
has any questions about this nonsense, you're free to ask, like I said. So, okay.
Now I know where to send all my old stuff.
There you go.
Oh, much better. Okay. I can back off now.
Everybody, yeah, I don't know what happened. They took my thing off of sweet stream, free, whatever. This said that I have here, and I've got. Don't mind with this one. It's for oh gosh, 720p, but it'll be when it comes back on the next time. It'll be 1080p from then on. Hey Joe, how you doing? Very well, Maine. Yeah, good. Anybody? We have anybody else that wanted to get in here tonight? Will. Another stone for the.
Hey, Randall, how long does those Q3s take to turn on? Remember the old
Not
Leicas
long at
used to
all.
take, they used to take a few seconds before,
Yeah.
the older ones.
But what I like about the Q3, I mean, it's all built in and stuff, but you can switch between photo and video instantly, and the menus are different. So
Does
if
it
you're in
remember the
video
settings
mode,
or?
so if you're in a video, you have to reset the menus differently from the camera. And with Nikon, I always forget when I go in the menus, there's one for camera and there's one for video. And I'm always changing the wrong one, whatever I'm in. And I noticed that on Canon, at least if you put it on video or camera, it'll come up with those menus for each one. So, yeah.
You've got too many cameras.
Hey, it keeps me out of trouble.
Man, I can second that.
I mean, I got it all the way from the 1-inch sensor with the Nikon 1 mirrorless systems, all right, all the way to the Z9 on the Nikon. So I just
Now you're moving
got
into
about-
Leicas.
Well, you know, so the Q3, the SL2S, I like the Q3 because it's small. It's probably the best point and shoot. It's a 60 megapixel camera. It'll do 8K video, but only 29-minute thing. But still, if you carry 5 pounds in one little bag, you can go anywhere with it. And if you have a Nikon or a Canon or Sony, you carry the extra lenses, you're talking about a lot of poundage. So that's what I'm going through right now. I'm trying to decide, hey, I mean, I love all this gear, I love all this equipment, but if I'm going to travel, I think I would just take the, maybe one long lens, 180 to 600, and maybe a Z8. Okay, for that part. But for everything else, I'll take the Q3 with me. It's because it's small point and shoot. I got dummy batteries for all of them. They're working. I even got a dummy battery working on this. What you're viewing me on now is a Z6 III. I have the N10 multi-grip on there. And I also have the DC2. And what I like about the Nikon 6, they put that port back in so that if you didn't have the multi-grip with USB-C, you just use this. And this is great for autofocusing. So, anyway. But, have you been doing anything lately, Chuck? Or taking any shots? Or
I have not one. I haven't taken anything. Anything. I know Amanda has asked me to do some shots of her and her friend. I don't know how. I don't know. I was then in a couple of months. I'm going to have to get to it and start shooting more. Hey,
Yeah. Me too. I've got to work out how to do it first.
yeah. Hey, did you see that? That question was under for you, Albert?
Excuse me? I can't see the questions.
yeah,
FTZ.
QQ.
I'm
or
looking through my
Albert.
cell phone. I'm blind as a bat. I'm going to have to go on my TV in the back and look at it. Hey.
Okay, well, I
Yes,
can
I can
read it
see
to
it.
you.
Okay, all right,
How
here we
do
go.
How do you rate the FTZ2 adapter? Is there anything
I
that would
think
change?
functionally, it's outstanding. The function of it, it's outstanding. I cannot tell you it's not. However, the build quality could be a little bit better.
Okay.
That's my honest opinion. It works exceptionally well. Exceptionally well. No complaints there, but I
That's a
think
job.
that we could have had a better build quality for what they charged.
How you
Well,
doing?
you get third parties that's stupid and doesn't do any electronics for
Let's see,
$20,
did I see
$30.
that? Hey there. Yeah, like I said, I'm having a tough time reading the questions, so I'm just gonna have to look at this here. Hold on. Here we go. I saw your video. Oh, this is for Randall, not for me. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
He's gone there for just a minute, Greg.
Okay. Like I said, so Chuck, have you been shooting? Have you had the chance to shoot?
No, I bought the 600 Z3 63.
Mhm.
It's in.
Take your time, Chuck.
I got it. Well, after I had the stroke, okay, and I thought, well, I'll get out and try some Ah,
Look, Chuck, I'll keep it simple.
Good choice.
If you want to get out to shoot and you need a bodyguard, I'm available.
all right.
You need a drone to scare people away, scarecrow, I'm your man.
Okay. All right. Well, I was going to take it out and shoot it. I'm going to, this
I'm not
Uh,
far from you.
in a week or so. I'm going to give it out and try to take out some more, whatever.
All right. If you ever want to have a get together, just let us know.
Mhm.
We'll be ready.
Hey, you get
Okay. I got a Leica M manual focus lens. It's a Voigtlander, 35 millimeter f2, and it's autofocus on the ZF.
That's one hell of a camera.
Yeah.
That's a mega dap. Or
No,
the
Yeah.
Tech
it's
Art.
a tech art. It's a tech art.
Oh yeah. Which you like better, the Tech Art or the mega dap?
Well, the tech art works with Leica. The Megadap works with Sony and stuff for, for the Sony lens. So you get the right adapter, and Albert knows this, for each lens. So I have another Megadap adapter coming in for Nikon glass. No, I'm sorry, for Leica glass to be mounted on the Sony E for autofocus. So
Wow.
it's the same adapter, and all it is it moves
Different
the
mount.
lens back and forth. That's all it is.
Yes.
That's how it works. So Albert, I was thinking with the FTZ3 adapter, all right. Same principle with this lens working on this camera for autofocus, pre-AI, all right, the Nikon lenses
Yes.
on an
I have a
FTZ3
tip.
adapter. Yeah.
They work.
That's all we need.
I shoot the Mega Depth completely different than everyone else. I do not use it as an autofocus adapter. What I do is I try to focus, I get it as close as possible, then I come in, click
Right.
right away, and I use it as a focus confirmation tool. And I always know focus, I always work faster.
Yeah.
I don't wait
So-
for it to sit there, clank, 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 moving. I do it myself, and then I hit, gets it right away. It doesn't have to move less than a millimeter. Okay, when you're making the move 3 millimeters, 4 millimeters, it's gonna take time. It's gonna hunt. I don't have time to wait for that. So what I do is I do it manually, and then I just press it, and it does the focus confirmation for me. It doesn't have to travel far. In addition, it extends the lifetime of the battery on the camera because you're not forcing the camera. Okay, and it also extends the lifetime of the adapter because you're not overextending it, causing it to bend or buckle with heavy lenses. Okay, so it's just a pointer. Okay, take your old manual focus principles, do the focus scales, whether it's 3, 4, 5 feet. Okay, get as close as you can and hit it, and it's gonna focus immediately, whether it's the old one or the new one. The focus confirmation technique works about 3 to 4 times faster than just waiting for the adapter to do the work on its own.
Exactly. That's what I was doing. So you get it.
Then you got it. You figured it out, my brother. You got it. You're a smart man. You figured it out. That's why I don't complain about it. And I always know focus. Who the hell wants to sit around waiting for that clanking noise?
I prefer manual focus anyway.
I use it as a manual focus, the confirmation tool, and it always nails the focus. Always, never fails. Because I'm not making it travel. I'm not straining it. I'm making it easy. Boom, catches it right away. And that's the best advice I have.
I prefer longer lenses anyway.
Yes, sir. Why wait? And you can make it happen quick.
All right, I'm going to hunt my little coffee. Beat that. Just a
I need
second.
some coffee too.
Yeah, I got mine already.
Roy, thank you for the digital back. I have not forgotten. I'm going to email you the information, okay?
Okay.
All
Do
right,
that.
so I want to discuss it a little bit with you because I have some plans. I have a Hasselblad here. That takes a digital back. Okay,
This
but I no longer have a Mamiya 6.7, so if it's, I don't know what kind of back it is. So
it's just an old phase one V
base one, the
back.
18 megapixel.
It's I think it's, I don't know, about 6. It's not big.
Oh, it's 6. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's the field of view that
It's
matters.
it's ancient.
Okay, hey,
I
I'm
just thought
happy.
you'd have fun with it.
All I care about is the field of view. I know 6 megapixels is good enough to post online.
Mm, mm.
I'm not a big fan of huge megapixel cameras because I want the pixel density to be bigger.
I sold my other phase one backs.
I hate
I
small
just wasn't
pixel
using them
density.
anymore.
Okay, fantastic.
There's a
Hello?
Q3.
I'll also pay you for the shipping too, so I want to reimburse you
That's
for
okay.
that. So thank you.
No, that's okay.
No. I exist. I insist on
I've
paying for the
been
shipping.
mailing out a lot of stuff to people last 12 months.
All right. I love old stuff, so All right.
Don't we all?
Yes.
Who else?
Welcome
Who
back.
else out there wants to get in there? Come on.
You guys wanted to blabbermouth from here.
Well, that's okay.
Funny not having a Jeffrey in amongst us, isn't it? He's going to be very upset.
Listen, Jeff will be back next week. So,
We
in
know
fact, I'm very
tomorrow.
thankful for Jeffrey. Big shout out to Jeffrey, wherever you are. Thank you for filling in, to Gustavo, to all of the people that come on, okay, on a weekly basis to keep
Yep.
this community alive. Thank you, guys. We have not forgotten about you. We love you. Thank you.
Hey, St. Paul. Yep. Oh man. Dead air.
Dead air?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah. I was gonna ask Randall. Randall, I noticed that on your channel you have a lot of different equipment. I noticed that you have tried a lot of different bodies and a lot of different sensors. Okay. Did you see a difference in the way sensors render micro contrast? I'm noticing,
Yeah.
I'm doing some tests, and I noticed that the lower megapixel cameras with the bigger pixel density, okay, produce better contrast, or is it my imagination?
No. So the ZV-E10 is a 12 megapixel camera. All right.
Yes.
The nice thing about what nobody talks about is that you can put it in crop mode. All right.
Yes.
But it stays at 12 megapixels.
Yes.
And the thing is, I have some lenses that are for macro, and they
Yes.
look fantastic. I do notice that on the full frame lenses or cameras, they have better macro pictures than when you go smaller to the 1 inch. So they all have macro lenses, but the full frames have more light. And I am looking at devices where you have the cover, the light, and the macro lens, and I think that's the best setup. I've been seeing some fantastic macro shots lately where, okay, on the 1 inch sensor, I may get the ant head and it may look this big, but on a full frame one, it's this big.
Yeah. Full frame is
Right,
pretty
that's the
good for macro. I would go full frame for macro work. I wouldn't go crop with it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, the bigger the sensor, the better. So
yeah.
for macro at least.
So I think
Who's
the
in
image
macro?
quality is better too. On that.
Excuse me?
The image quality is better too on the full.
Yes, because I noticed that when I put optics on, let's say on the Nikon D700, the contrast is just out of this world. But then again, that's a Panasonic sensor. Panasonic sensors are known for producing better micro contrast than Sony sensors. Okay, there's a reason why Leica uses Panasonic, and there's a reason why Leica likes Kodak CCD sensors so much that they were doing it on their medium format cameras for as long as they possibly could. Okay, they did it on about 3 cameras. Okay, the same sensor that's on the Pentax 645D, which I think is the best sensor for still photography ever made. because it's a 39 megapixel sensor. Okay. All right. It's medium format, and the pixel density on it is huge because it's 39 megapixel, not 60, not 100, not 50. Okay. The contrast and the colors that come out of this sensor are better than anything that's out there. And that also includes the Leica S2. Okay. The Leica S2 and the Pentax 645D have the Kodak 40 megapixel sensor. Even Carmine Terramina says that this camera produces better image quality than the Fujifilm digital medium format. Even though it's a better camera, it's just it's just the contrast is better out of it. Okay, it has better color, better contrast. Okay, I noticed that the Kodak sensors. This is also a Kodak sensor right here with the Nikon F mount.
Yeah.
This is the last.
Yeah.
This is the only full frame DSLR Kodak made. Okay, it's right here. Okay, it's in pristine condition. I got it. It's another Kodak sensor. I got two Kodak sensors right here. One is a full frame, one is a medium format. Best color science on the planet. This camera has the most accurate color science of any camera I've ever seen. Digital. That includes Nikon, Sony, anything. The color accuracy on this is incredible. Okay, it's accurate because it's Kodak. Kodak understands color science.
So I have 3 cranes out here. They're building a brand new hospital in my neighborhood, right next to a racetrack. All right. I've used other cameras and I can't get the blue or red lights on the camera. I take the Q3 60 megapixel camera. All right. And it's a f1.7 and I can get all the colors on this camera.
Yeah,
That's
because like I said, that sensor is designed for stills. The video sensors have the sensors. The more you add to a sensor, the more you stack it, the more you add on it, the more the color suffers. That's why you have to go to the higher bit rate. Okay. You have cameras that are DSLR cameras, the low bit rate that have shit bit rate, and they produce better colors than these newer cameras. Okay, so the more you add to a sensor, okay, there's a reason why when you have a monochrome sensor and you remove layers of it, it gets sharper. The contrast gets better. The more you take off, the better it gets. Okay, and the more you add on, the more it just drowns out. It drowns out the color saturation. I've done enough tests to see this, and so have other people. Okay, influencers will talk about it on YouTube because they're trying to sell you new cameras and they're trying to fool you. Okay, these new cameras, they have poor color science. I'm sorry, they all do. In comparison to older cameras,
they try to do too much. They try to do
like
too
I said,
much.
the video aspect of this, okay, has just added too much to these sensors, and it's just something different than what it was, let's say, 20, 15 years ago. Okay, the look of CDD sensors and these sensors is completely different. And everybody that's used to CD sensor compared to a new sensor will tell you the color is better. The problem with CD sensor is it's horrible for video. It's useless. Okay, so every give and take. It's practically useless for video. And action.
That's the way the sensor's
well.
read.
So, yeah, but the color science behind it it's amazing. Truly amazing. And there is such a thing as digifilm. Okay. 8 years ago, there was no such thing as digifilm. But now the difference between the old CCD sensors and the new cameras is so drastic that the category now exists. It did not exist 10 years ago, like people said it did. But now it does. Because these sensors, they keep stacking them and making them make a pixel count bigger and bigger, and the color just keeps suffering. Except for the flagships that have the high bit rate. They don't suffer as much. Okay? But I know people that have done tests that are nerds that just do test after test because they have no life like me. Okay, and they know what you hear from influencers and what you hear from real photographers is completely different. Most photographers I know are still using DSLRs for still imaging, and they're using a combo of mirrorless and DSLR. They're using DSLR for photos and the mirrorless for mirror. For video. So, most wedding photographers are still using DSLRs. Do not be fooled. It's the honest truth.
Most press photographers too.
Like I said, 90% of photographers that do wedding are still using DSLR. The ones that are coming on YouTube and telling you they're not, they're lying to you. I said it, and I'm not taking it back. Enough is enough already. Enough of the lies already. Okay, somebody has to tell the truth, whether it's unpopular or whether it hurts your feelings or not. Somebody has to say it. Okay.
Well, you know,
The
nowadays
color
everything's
situation is
clickbait.
God
Yeah.
awful.
Advertising and clickbait.
Right. Yeah, everything's clickbait. You know what I mean? Like the issue with the EV with the Nikon, that's nonsense. Okay, I'm not shooting bats in caves. The hell I need 10 UV for? Nobody's ever
It's
gonna
nice
use
to
that.
have.
It's just a
Still
bragging
nice to have,
spec. It's just a bragging right spec, nothing more. It's not gonna affect the way you shoot one way or another. 99% of people will not be affected by it. But why are people making a big deal about it? I have nothing to talk about. It's that simple. If they had something to talk about, they wouldn't be speaking such nonsense.
Maybe they'll start improving dynamic range. Maybe 16-bit and
They'll always invent something. They will always invent something. Okay, they'll always invent something. They always do. They have creative ways of doing it. This is what they do for a living, and there's nothing you and I could do about it other than ignore them.
I get,
Which is what I.
it's, I buy new ones just because they're new.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with buying new. If you can afford it and you can have it, go for it, baby.
Well,
If you want it, if
I
you
don't
want
got everything.
it and you got it, hey, get it. Don't apologize to nobody.
old cameras are more fun though.
But don't
That's
try to
right.
fool me. That's the difference.
Yeah. Mm.
I have no problems with people wanting the latest or the greatest because I love the latest and the greatest as well. I like old stuff and I love new technology. I'm not the old guy that's like, oh, this is horrible, that's horrible. You know, they're trash. You have old people that all they do is trash mirrorless cameras. And then you have younger people that all they do is trash us everything this old. That is completely absurd. That is idiotic. These are creative tools and everyone needs them, whether they're old or new. Stop the nonsense. It's getting
Yeah.
tiring, man.
Throw it. It's all for
Clickbait. Clickbait.
outer.
Don't clickbait. Everything's good,
No.
new or old. Okay, it's an artistic tool. Use it. Stop criticizing it. It's not the tool that's bad. You.
No. It's ah.
Hey, don't worry, Chuck. I'll rap.
Oh,
I'll rap
man.
for you all night long.
That's what he's saying. You're doing for the grants, and instead of me.
These guys are getting tired,
Oh,
man. I can tell you, it's getting tiring. People are fed up with it. People are really fed up. They have people. A lot of people have had enough. A lot of these people, these big channels, they're losing people because of it. Don't be
Yeah.
fooled by those numbers that they have. Most of those membership numbers, that most of them are not even. They have members that haven't logged onto YouTube in 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Then the D850 is better, or
It's
well,
still the boss.
it's
It's still photography.
he said, yeah, with the U9. Yeah. I don't have any problem with it. It's I think, the mirrorless cameras have some new
All cameras are good.
whatever.
All cameras
Yeah.
are good, Chuck. You can't buy a bad camera today. You can only overpay.
Yeah.
Miller's cameras are fantastic. Okay, all right. Don't get me wrong, but they're not perfect.
Yeah, they are. No,
Nothing's perfect in
that's
photography.
okay.
Everything in photography is a give and take. Every time you get something, you lose something. That is a guarantee that comes to photography. Whether it's optically,
Yeah.
whether it's cameras, okay, they'll give you something. They'll take away the battery charger. Okay, and it's always something. It's always something, man. It's always something. Okay, you get high megapixel, you get bad color signs. It's
The R1. What makes it different is a couple, you know, full sock, shoot, just a couple of
Okay,
God.
Chuck. All of these cameras are fantastic. All of them. They're all fantastic.
No. I'm saying the tag on it. I'll think about
It's
it.
okay, Chuck. When it hits you, you just speak it out when it hits you, baby. You can interrupt me. It doesn't matter.
yeah.
Everything goes here, baby.
I'm not.
Chuck rules.
I told you,
That's
Chuck.
right.
If you wanted to blabbermouth from here,
That's all right. You know, just keeping this going.
hey, whatever it takes, baby.
Uh,
Somebody, hey, Jeffrey did a lot of lifting in Gustavo. It's time we give them a little break.
Hey, did Gustavo go to Iceland yet, or is he still in Colorado?
yeah, we're missing Gustavo. Yeah.
So I think he finally went to Iceland. So I don't know. I thought he already left.
Maybe he did.
Well, you know, with
I
all
don't
this
know.
computer stuff.
He could be stuck there.
Yeah, at the airport.
Yeah. I think Seaver. I tried to get your name there right. Seaver. There you go. And man, he got Mozman says it's Gustavo is in Iceland.
Iceland.
Yeah. Mm. Now, you know, a lot of people are saying, you know, you, not hang on a minute. The daggone it, the people in the background of Roy is causing problems.
Yeah.
No. It's okay because it adds up. It helps as it adds up
Ambience.
to yes.
I wouldn't have called it
Music
that.
with the background, like family. Yeah.
Yep.
I call it irritating females.
Different type of birds. Oh, let's see. So when I was shooting earlier today with the ZF, and I forgot to put it to 70 millimeters, I says, "Well, here was my chance. I blew it." Try Z8 with the 28 to 400 at 400, and I got the picture, best picture ever of the bird. And so I put it up later today. But yeah, it's amazing how you mess up on one and then just walk to the backyard and I get a better shot.
You're too used to using that Q3. No zoom.
Yeah. So the setting, you know, when you have so many multiple camera systems,
Gets
you
very
forget
confusing.
the settings. And that's what I did on this. So
I learned that
and I
lesson
was-
years ago.
So I was trying to show you, you're right. It takes about 3 to 5 seconds for this to turn on.
Yeah.
But once it's on, it's quick, you know, it'll change. So I
Troubles-
did the Nikon 1 and it started in 1 second on both the J5
People-
and the V3. Yeah.
People don't realize how important that is. If you turn on a camera and it takes 2 or 3 seconds, you could lose your picture. A lot of cameras take too long to turn on.
So
A lot of
nice thing
old
about the
cameras.
R6, so the R6, it'll go to sleep, but as you raise it and you hit the shutter button, it's woke up, and then you can start shooting. So I've been doing that with the Z6 III and the Z8, and even the Z9. So And Z9 is heavy. I hurt my arm, Chuck, just picking up that thing. And I did a whole shoot with the Z9, and I regret it. And I'm still sore. I can feel the muscle right here.
Wow.
My Z9 stays at home these days.
Yeah, well, it was at home when I was shooting it. It's a great camera, but I haven't used it for a while. So, and the nice thing about the Z9, the batteries don't dissipate; they stay fully charged.
That's the quality of the battery more than
Yeah.
the size.
Yeah, well, so on some of these cameras, like the battery for the Z8, Z6 III, that type of battery, the 15C, it does dissipate a little bit. My Sony batteries do that all the time, and so do the Canon. So even if you don't use the camera, you still have to charge it up before you go out on the shoot.
The way it works is to manufacture the batteries. If you want a battery that has a high capacity, it's going to drain itself while you're not using it. Whereas if it's fairly modest, it won't drain as much. And they're pushing batteries.
Oh, he has to do the lights.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that Tim?
Am I back in? Yeah, am I in? Yeah, I'm in. Sorry, I was looking at YouTube instead of looking at your free stream. Hey, how's it going, Albert?
Hi,
Thank
Tim.
you for
Good to
giving
see
us the rants that we've been sorely missing for the past year.
enough of the baloney, man. Stop lying to people. Okay? Stop lying, man.
Keep going,
Every
man.
word photographer still using DSLR.
We got a year's worth of rants to make up tonight.
Oh, no, we do. Every word photographer I know is still using DSLR. Time for these guys to stop lying.
Chuck, man, it's great to see you, man. Really good to see you. I would have hopped in earlier, but my internet went down, and I had to wait for it to come back up, and I didn't want to hop on a cellular connection.
It's been great. A lot of opportunity for me to speak. That's what's so good.
Yeah, I agree. I've been following along on my phone. Yeah, it's been going well. It's like old times again.
Yeah. What are you doing, Roy?
So I'm getting distracted.
Okay.
Must be something good.
So Albert, I got a question about your Pentax there. That was the 645D. Yeah, that was the 645D, right?
This is the 6.7 right here. This is the 645D right here.
Yeah,
yeah. I have it with a Russian lens. I have it with a Russian Kiliker 151.2. It's in mint pristine condition. This lens's contrast is incredible, man. Look at that glass. That's a monster. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, baby.
It's beautiful.
The color science on this camera is incredible. Incredible. Kodak sensor, 39 megapixel, big megapixel density, which gives great contrast. Look at that. It's slow as a Turk, though. It takes about 7 seconds for the photo to write. That's the only downfall of this camera.
Yeah.
Other than that, if it was not for that, if it's not for the speed of this camera, it would have been considered one of the greatest cameras ever.
You wouldn't get very many frames per second in that.
Yeah, what's the buffer like?
So slow.
What's the buffer like on that camera?
Excuse me?
What's the buffer like?
It's slow.
You have to wait for that.
Very slow. It's very slow, Moss, man. It takes about 6 to 7 seconds for it to write a file.
Okay. Can you take another shot in the intro or no?
What? Look.
Can you?
Look how long it takes.
No.
Look at that. See?
Yeah.
Took about 5 seconds.
And you have to wait for that to process before you can take another shot?
No, you can take 3 shots in a row, 2 shots in a row. Okay. You just have to wait for them. Okay, so you're not going to miss a lot of shots. You just have to wait for it to rewrite a long time. I can snap 2, 3 shots, no problem. Okay?
Gotcha.
All right, it's not like that where you're just taking one shot, bang, bang, bang. You know, it just takes once you take the shots, it just takes a while for it to write. Okay, I'll give you an example of it right now. Well, I might not have a memory stick in here right now. Let me see. Hold on. But I'll show you right now. Look at this right here. I'm going to go right here, right? Bang. See how long it takes. See?
Yep.
There you go. How much is that? 5 seconds? 4?
About 5 seconds. Yeah.
All right,
About
that's
5.
pretty good. I must have a good memory stick in there then. Okay, that's the only downfall of this camera. Okay, it's the only downfall it has. Okay, you can adapt Hasselblad lenses to it. You can adapt Pentagon 6 lenses to it as well. You can also adapt the Bronica 6.7 lenses to it as well, and I can adapt the Fujifilm 680 lenses as well to it. Okay, and there are many other barrel lenses which I can attach to this. As a matter of fact, I want to put a bellows on it so that I can do the I can have like a tilt shift and a tilt shift with it. I could do it with my Fujifilm. I have this Fujifilm medium format also. Okay. And I have the optics for it, but I'd rather do it on this because it's better for skin because it has the CCD sensor, which is Kodak. It's just delivers better skin. Any sensor with Kodak delivers better skin tone. I don't care what anybody tells you. 2 cameras should approve it. I have the Kodak full frame right here, which I showed earlier right here. The Nikon F mount. The last. This is the second full frame camera that ever came out.
Yep.
Okay. Behind the Nikon, behind the Canon 5D. Okay. And so the color accuracy in this, it's incredible. Slow. It's also slow, but incredible color accuracy. Both of these sensors, Kodak, incredible color accuracy. Probably the best in the business that I've seen. Okay, but that's subjective at the end of the day. So please do not kill me.
No assassins on here, I don't think.
All right, that's subjective. Just keep that in mind, okay? It doesn't mean my word is not the end all be all.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And for those
It's just
who
what
didn't know,
I
I know you guys were mentioning Jeff earlier. I think he still plans on going live tomorrow night. That was the last word I got from Jeff. So there may be another live stream tomorrow night, just in case anyone was wondering. But yeah, he got hung up in Connecticut. He wasn't able. His flight was canceled yesterday, or his flight. He had a flight out earlier today, and it was canceled. But he got booked on another airline, so he got home a lot later than he was originally planning. So he's probably I don't know. Whenever I said in the chat he landed at the airport, he's probably at home right now, but he's got to spend time with his wife and that kind of stuff. So I don't know if he's going to hop on. I'm sure he wants to, but he's had a stressful time, so he probably just needs to unwind too.
Yeah. Oh man. No, it's really been good with everybody. So everybody in here, they're doing a great job of keeping me right. Keep me. What is he trying to say? He anyway, it's fun.
Enough said. Are you gonna join Jeff's stream tomorrow? Or are you gonna be streamed out? Okay,
yes.
Good.
Yeah, I'll stay just for a while tomorrow.
Okay.
That's fine.
Oh man, I've really done good so far, and time it's and well, I can't I cannot wait for the time when everything is right and I can start a good shoot what is it,
start a new routine or
good TV and well, whatever. I'm forward. I'm looking forward to being able to eat add to something to everybody's. Oh, maybe we're just getting tired. I don't
Yeah, it could be.
know, but I can't. I don't the line. Please, yeah, never mind. Okay, I mean, I'll just sit down
I mean,
for a minute.
having you join Jeff's live streams, interacting with you in chat, and that's I can't tell you how encouraging that is for the community. It means a lot to us, and I know it means a lot to you as well. And to have you back and broadcasting again, it's a great feeling.
I tell you, it was really got moved when they what who I can't what who the,
What earlier when Matt came in, or
yes
Matt Irwin?
yeah.
Yeah, I was really moved by what he said. It was really nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
So, a lot, having some. I'm having a good time. I really am. Okay.
That was very nice of Matt Irwin to do that. Kudos to Matt Irwin.
Yeah.
Love you.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Love Matt. Thank you, Matt. You're the man.
Yep. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm
All right, go ahead.
I'm just caught or
Thank you,
following
Wayne.
up on chats, saying hello to people, and Joe Stroud lives north of me. I think he lives near Austin. I live northeast of San Antonio, so I'm finding more and more people that are in the camera business in this area. So it's unreal. It just it's nice. But so, do you guys belong to a camera club?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't.
I don't
I'm
either.
thinking of joining one, but it's just my camera store, and they just have
Private
meets.
forums.
Okay.
Private internet forums.
Okay.
Yeah, people that don't want to get robbed to the camera equipment.
Once in a while, I'll go on a photo walk or something like that, or if there's a interesting subject, I may book a class just for the camaraderie and just going out camping or something like that. But there's clubs around, but the clubs that are around tend to be it's a lot of beginners, and not that there's anything wrong with that. We all have to learn somewhere, but that's just not my thing. If I have the chance to go out, I want to go out and do exactly what I want to do.
I remember the libraries were pretty good for photography before the internet.
Yep.
The library was the hangout spot, at least in my area, because our libraries are well equipped with photography books. So
yeah, I miss the New York libraries.
the New York library is awesome. One good thing we have is probably one of the few good things we have here.
Well, don't discount the food.
Oh, that too. No, listen, I've had pizza outside of New York. Never again.
Bagels, pizza, I miss a lot. Italian food.
Never again. It sounds arrogant, but I'm sorry.
And you all are, everybody's speaking of very good.
Yeah, no, you gotta eat good. You only live once.
The secret is you just got to find the guy from New York who moved where you are. So that's how you track down
the
good pizza when you're out in New York. Yeah.
I think it's the water. There can't be that many good cooks or bad cooks elsewhere.
Man, get to enjoy the food that you used to, or you do.
Yeah.
No M&Ms.
Get
I remember those M&Ms and Chuck used to slay them. Boy. Yeah. You could stay up all night eating those.
yeah,
Like, Chuck never got.
yeah. I'm
Excuse
on.
me.
No, I just don't. I don't have the. I can't eat M&Ms anymore.
Yeah,
You can
it's good that
you
you
can eat the
stopped.
plain ones, can't you? Can you eat the plain
Huh?
ones? I thought you were eating the plain ones for a little while.
I did, but no, you can't. I have to get rid of chocolate.
Oh
Chocolate.
man,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a killer.
I
That's
heard that
Oh
dark
man.
chocolate was good for you.
It is good for you.
Yeah,
It really is.
it's the peanuts and the M&M chocolate that's pretty bad for you. But the dark chocolate is good for
Oh
you.
no, can't
You can't have that?
no come there.
What about
Just,
carob? Nature's chocolate. Well, I guess it's all nature's chocolate, but carob was always the chocolate substitute. I don't know if you can eat that.
no,
No.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, but yeah, I'm on a super intense diet.
Yeah.
Super gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're looking good.
Well, thanks. It's really gonna make. I guess you feel pretty good, but yeah, I'm just not. I'm just maybe this year or this is this last month or two. Um, I am starting to enjoy. Well, maybe not, but you know, they're whatever they get to limit to the no, I can't say I know I keep saying it but what yeah we'll just let it go.
That's all right. You're getting
But,
there.
Yep.
oh well.
Getting the coffee ready.
Oh, mine's all gone.
There's my there you go. I now eat rubbed lettuce good lewd.
I skipped that part of my
That's
therapy.
right.
Thank you.
I no, I tell you why. Because I have a failing kidneys, so I can't take any uh, all kinds of. There are a lot of things I can't have anymore, and I'm just but I am just beginning to enjoy my as much as it can as much as I can eat. So that's the way it is.
So have you been watching like Grace Westminster, Chuck, or just
I haven't been every like well I most dimes I remember, but I don't like it with just her or
Right.
him on there. And what happened to the the
Becky.
what's her
Becky.
name on there?
Okay, what happened was her parents are getting older and they were having some problems. So she was stepping back from Gray. She's still associated with them, but she's been going back and forth to the U.S. To see him.
She still comes
Oh,
on. She still
okay.
comes on
Yeah.
occasionally.
Yeah, her
Yeah,
parents.
Yeah.
they'll do their monthly thing or weekly thing on, and they're still doing videos on different lenses. But
Yes, they're still working together.
yeah, she's on a live stream maybe once a month. But Khan, since I think he's taken over the ropes, he's so busy that sometimes you see a live stream and sometimes you don't. So that's the way it is. But
Khan's
Okay.
pretty good by himself, I must admit.
yeah,
I like Khan.
it was
I love
excellent
Khan.
this morning.
He's okay. I
Very
just say,
knowledgeable. People don't give him
Yeah.
credit for it, but he's a very, very knowledgeable guy. Not only is he knowledgeable with Nikon, but he's knowledgeable beyond Nikon because he understands medium format. And, that's big in the world of photography when you shoot a lot of different formats. It gives you a much different perspective. It gives you a much brighter scope of view of things. Okay. And when you're hosting a show, that comes in handy.
I was going to say for you all, I'm sure he is very nice, but yeah,
Okay, I like the guy.
You
I'm
want that
sorry.
interaction. So sometimes he brings on
well, it's
Chad.
okay.
He's been trying to
Look,
get other
I like
people to
him
come
whether
on.
he's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's okay, but no, but anyway, it's okay.
I like him with Becky and by himself, so I'm good. You know who's great though on the show? Great. He's fantastic. His knowledge is exceptional.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he's phenomenal. He comes on once a month also. So it's one,
yeah.
Becky and him come on once a month. So he's pretty much by himself about every other week or so. Sometimes he has guests as well, so he's not always by himself. But like I said,
Yeah, well,
he's doing a fantastic job because that's not easy.
I love the when when Gray
Yes.
is on there. It's really I like
Love
that. But I like him talking about his picture days. Long ago. It's really good.
He knows what he's talking about. When that man speaks Nikon, you
Yeah.
listen.
And you're right, Greg. At first he's a little wonder how Khan will do. But he is the a style and the maneuvering, which works on its own. Yeah.
He's doing well.
Yep. Yeah.
Albert, Matthew wants to know if you're still in New York or if you're an ex-New Yorker.
Me, I'm still in New York, man. I'm a city rat. I'm dying to get the hell out of here. I had enough of this already. So I'm heading to suburbs, man, soon. So Long Island is in my future.
You leave it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I had enough.
So where are you going to move?
Probably out east. Probably Nassau County, Suffolk County.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just that the problem is for example, if I wanted to go out right now, I no longer have a parking garage like I used to. I used to be able to go and come whenever as I pleased. And ever since I lost my parking garage because the property was sold, I'm pretty much trapped at home every weekend because if I go out right now, I come back, I'm not going to find
forget
parking.
about it. Nope.
Just not.
Wow.
I'm just not.
Nope.
I'm just
Nope.
not. So I'm trapped here, basically.
You,
I have a car
you
to
wasted,
use on the weekend.
you wasted tank of gas looking for a spot.
Exactly. Okay. There have been days here. I used to play baseball about 4 years ago. I was playing baseball in a 35 and older league, and I had to stop playing because I would come home at 1 a.m, midnight, playing night games, and then jumping around for 2 hours trying to look for parking. And I had to give it up.
Yeah.
And I've had it with that already. So, it's not being able to leave my house when I want to. It's like being in prison. Okay.
Not to mention the tickets.
That also. Oh, forget that. Don't even get me started with that, please. Oh God. Don't even go there. Oh God. You just brought up you pretty much nailed it. I want to get the hell out of here. Dude, you know how much I pay tickets a year? Over 1,000. Yeah, over
Not
1,000.
surprised.
I could buy a new camera every year from the tickets I paid. I'm a
Man.
salesperson, okay? I'm going around all 5 boroughs doing business, okay? Including Manhattan.
Mhm.
I got a big Jeep. You know, Chuck, I have a huge vehicle. And trying to park in the city
Yeah.
with that Jeep, it's the dumbest thing I ever did, just get that Jeep. I love it, though.
Should have got
But for
yourself a
parking-
smart car.
Hmm?
Should have got yourself one of those little smart cars.
Oh
You
yeah, I
park
know. I'm gonna
sideways.
get myself. If I cannot get out of here, I'm gonna buy myself those little boogies. I don't care if they make fun of me or laugh at me. I could park anywhere. I used to make fun of those guys when they first got those cars. I used to crack up at them. Okay, till a couple of times I went to the city and I can't find parking, and this guy comes in this little car, and it's like 8 feet or 7 feet, and he comes and parks his car, and I'm just looking at him like, wow, what a dumbass I am.
Mhm.
Okay, it's the
Depends on how
Jeep, I
much,
guess.
depends on how much you got to carry.
Excuse me?
Depends on how much gear you got to carry.
Oh,
Too much gear, you got a bigger car.
I carry a lot of gear. Chuck will tell you.
Yeah. Because
Chuck,
he is.
Chuck and Ted will tell you.
Yeah.
I overdo it. The part of the reason why I always do it is that I'm always testing equipment. So, I always, every time I go out shooting, I'll bring about 4, 5, 6 lenses, but 3 of them I'm testing usually. Half of them I'm testing, or I'm just trying them out, see how they work, testing the focus infinity kind of situation. Okay, so that's why I bring out a lot of optics, is because I'm testing. Sometimes I just want to go super light and grab like an old Fuji little crop camera, okay, and just shoot with that. I have no problem with that.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
were lucky.
And look at this right here. This is the Pentax XQ. Look how small this is, man. I could put it in my pocket. Look at that. Fits in my hand. Look at that.
Yeah.
My hand swallows. Like literally. Look. You can't see the camera, man.
Yeah.
Works like a charm. Takes great video too. Pentax XQ. By the way,
Pretty color
Pentax,
too.
yeah, Pentax did make mirrorless cameras. They had a mirrorless camera system. This is it. Pentax XQ. Okay.
Those Samsung cameras weren't too bad either. Of that
That was pretty
period.
good, actually. Actually, Samsung made one really good camera that was way ahead of its time with features. I forgot the model number, man. Oh,
Makes 2 of us.
yeah. But I know exactly the camera you're talking about. It came out around 2009, 2008. Just slipped in my mind.
Away.
Excuse me?
Stopped making them.
And they stopped making them. Yeah, those cameras. Yeah, those cameras are phenomenal. I don't know why they stopped making them. But what you go paying for them, you got a lot of bang for the buck. I can tell you that.
I'm going to take a picture of my cat.
We do it.
Taking the picture of your cat. Speaking of cat, where's my cat at? He
Yeah,
must have
he's laying
stepped
right by
out.
my feet. So he's been begging for some. You know how.
So
Go ahead.
right now, how many cameras do you have? Right now.
If you. I'm catching up to Roy. All right. So I'm halfway.
I'll get rid of mine.
I got about. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
You guys,
30. 30.
if you guys want to see cameras, I can show
Man.
you some.
Which pen was that you had up before?
No, we're talking, you know, DSLRs or mirrorless.
Who, me? Everything.
No,
Randall.
Yeah.
Jim.
Mine's all mirrorless. Some are point and shoots.
Yeah.
1-inch sensors, APS-C, full frame. I have no medium format cameras, no DSLRs.
Yeah. Every time a new video comes out on YouTube, it's another camera body of whether it's Nikon, Canon, shoot, I mean all the different ones.
Matthew, it's called gas. Okay. But the thing is, I'm debating of reducing my cameras now. I can keep the lenses with adapters and use them on the Nikon. All right. I'm thinking of getting rid of my Canon. So I have the R6 II, which I like, but I don't know that camera system that well. I know Nikon in and out. I know a little bit about Sony, but I hate Sony also, with the menu systems. And then I got Panasonic, the S5 II, S5 IIX. But the reason why I like those cameras and the R5C, they have fans built in them, and I don't have to worry about the cameras overheating. But when you look at the menu systems, it's like you're turning on a computer. You got so many choices and so many tweaks that I sometimes get lost in the menus. So I like the Leicas because their menus are streamlined. Take the camera, turn it on, and shoot. I want it that easy. And like Albert, all right.
Yeah.
He's more into the DSLRs. He's doing the same thing. Yeah, he'll tinker with the lenses, put stuff on and stuff. But he wants something, go out. He knows it's dependable. And then you point and you shoot. Your settings are pretty well set. You want to make it as fun as possible. You don't want to turn on a computer and trying to figure out, well, is this the right light? I know you can put it in automatic and stuff, but sometimes the better time is either aperture priority or in manual, to get the right shot. But I'm also looking at reducing cameras. All I need is one studio. This is a makeshift studio right here.
I just wondered why do you have that? Why do you have all different cameras?
Okay, so
it's okay. If you want to, that's fine. But I just wondered just how.
okay.
Well, whatever.
So you get this YouTube bait, all right, or clickbait, whatever, and they say some things. Well, sometimes you trust them, sometimes you don't. I'm interested in the cameras. I want to take a look at it. So I'm not being paid by any camera system or whatever. I'm really interested in it. I'll buy it. I'll look at it. If I don't like it, I get rid of it. I just got rid of the R8 and the what was it? The another camera just recently. So, or the Z7 II. Now, I love the Z7 II, but why do I need it if I have the Z8 or Z9? It'll still do 8K photos, but you notice that the Z7 II overheats the fastest. That and the Z30.
Mm.
Z30, they're raving about it, but you know, that camera, I turn it on 35 minutes later, even if it's no record limit on the video, it overheats. So even if I put a fan on it, it's okay. It'll stay on longer, but it still overheats. So I'm going to cameras with fans that are just for the studio, and then I'll have like the Z8, Z9, Z6 III, ZFs, the Nikon ones, you know, out on shoots, and just use those cameras. And then I can use the Sony lenses, which are also great. APS-C, they have quite a bit. They have a lot more than the Nikon does. But, you know, you can get third-party lenses now for Nikon, and they're pretty good. They got some Viltrox that are, what, 1.2s, 27 millimeter, 75 millimeter. You know, that's where Nikon needs to go, is in order to catch up with Sony, that's what you have to do. So what was it? I was looking at something today where Nikon was ahead of Sony, and then Sony has surpassed it. So Nikon is down. Sony is catching up to Canon, so Canon is getting lower. But the thing that's hurting Canon, they don't have third-party lenses. But I like the Nikon system,
You know,
the menu system. I know it inside out. I like the way they do the things. I love their glass. I got all the glass. The only 5 that are missing now. Oh, I think it's 6 now. The top 2, all right, the 2.8, the 800, 600 with the teleconverters. Then the 600 and 400. I don't have those, but I do have the 100 to 400. I do have the everything below it except for the trio, which is the 14 to 24, 24 to 70, and 70 to 200. But I have everything else. I don't know about the 35 millimeter f1.4 because I got that on the Nikon F. So I don't know.
They might bring out a 1.2 as well.
Yeah. So
well, let me think. What about the Nikon? What this smarter lens?
yeah, they pancake lenses and compact.
No, they're the
Nikon one in sensor.
No, I was just looking. Is if can Nikon puts the
Teleconverter?
No, the Nikon the Q70 or the 70 or something, whatever. The Z9 or Z90. There you go, or something like that.
So
is there really people out there that want that camera?
No, and I'll tell you why. I got 2 ZFCs and I got the Z50 and the Z30. All right. I can get the Z8 and the Z9 to crop, and that can do the APS-C for me. All right. It's the same megapixels and stuff. I'm not interested in APS-C anymore because, you know, even if I like the lenses and the reach to crop factor, you can get that in the full frame. But I'm looking more into just staying full frame.
Okay, that's you. But now, and the people are the people.
APS-C is more about the price than anything else. I mean,
yes,
yeah, the lens.
It's not a preference in terms of the sensor.
Trouble they're not going to pay too much for a pro level crop sensor.
Right.
Well, we you know, I've still got a D500.
Excellent camera. Don't get rid of it.
I'm going to
Oh.
want to.
It's not worth much anymore, so you might as well just keep it. That's what happened to me.
But I mean, a lot of people are still are they waiting for a Z90
Matthew is,
or are they just
Matthew is, so he wants a crop sensor camera. All right. I see nothing wrong. In my thing, I don't need it anymore. I can use the full frame, crop it, and use it that way. And I'll just keep the lenses. So I'm trying to downsize on the cameras.
You got 30 cameras.
So I don't need to carry all that stuff.
But now what are we talking? People maybe there's
have one.
they're
and that's all they can afford, and I can understand that. So there's nothing wrong with
is
it.
Is that something we're going to see with Nikon?
You don't know because you can't get any secrets out of them. When the camera shows up, then you know about it. That's one thing about Nikon is they may have it already in. They just keep quiet about it.
Are there a couple cameras now in?
There a couple cameras registered. Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
There's 2 cameras that have been registered. So it's anyone's guess as to what they are. I mean, we could be seeing a Z50, an upgrade to the Z50, which is sorely needed. The Z5 as well. A cheaper entry into full frame. So that's long in the tooth. Z7 II, another camera, Z7 III. Who knows? But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I'm not looking for another APS-C camera, but I know that there's a loud and vocal community, at least on the internet, that would like to have one. But I just question how many people would actually buy it when it actually came out. Just for the price difference. The price difference between that and a full frame, I don't know if they could. I don't know how many they would sell. I think it's a very niche camera at this point. Just like I think a Z7 III was going to be a very niche camera, and the way that Nikon has been, rolling out Z bodies and lenses, it's been based on profit and, amount of sales. So the fact that we're down to where we are now, I mean, we're probably down to a niche body. So anyone's guess as to what that would be. But I think it's probably going to be a Z50 replacement. I don't know that it's going to be as professional as some people would like.
It can't be.
Yeah, like the A6700 or the R7 equivalent, or even the XT5, on the Fuji. So, yeah.
I wonder if there's still people that are waiting for again use the Z90 again. If is that what people are wanting?
I'm not hearing it.
Are we have we finally come across we're throwing it back?
I don't know. When I check online, I don't see anybody talking about it. I see some YouTubers saying that, hey, it's coming out, but they said that 6 months ago, and it's 6 months ago. So, it's clickbait. It's what people want. So a lot of people wanted the Z6 III. How many people on this panel have bought one?
It's a good camera, but it's not for me.
So it finally came out. Yours truly bought 2. Okay.
That's what
it's for my needs. All right. That's what I wanted. I also got the ZF. I wanted that camera, and I got 2 of those. I got 2 ZFCs. I love those cameras. All right. So, you buy what you get, and I'm happy what I got. But on this case, Matthew wants kind of like a pro body DX camera, and I can understand that. And if it turns out great, I'll probably get one that too. So that'll bring it up to 31. So
you got their what do you, when you say propa body, is there, what
like
are
an
what do
R7
you,
or A6700 or the XT5, where it's a fast shutter speed, weather sealed. It has 2 card slots, either CF Express or SD card or 2 of each. And what I really would like to see is a fan built into them so it doesn't overheat. But usually the Pro, those type of cameras aren't, they can do video, but they're mainly for photos. Okay. And you want the fast
well,
speed, the crop, the good lens. Like you can put the 180 to 600 on there and the reach, okay, what 270 to 900, that's great.
So what about the pro body at whatever, and couldn't Nikon can't does what Canis does, and
well,
give it two block cooling thing, and one is a regular job. I'm screwing. I'm calling up. Yeah, go
well,
ahead. Go
okay.
ahead.
So Nikon has made it not use the fan at all in any of their cameras. Okay. So that probably won't be coming. But if you're seeing what they're doing with the sensor, what if they came out with a partially stacked APS-C camera? I'll do the R7, the XT5, it'll leapfrog. So that's what people are looking for. There are some demand, like from Wayne, he says there is some demand for it, but Nikon goes by sales, and I think they test the market. They look around and see what people want. If you go into Reddit, you can probably, or even type on Google, it'll give you an answer of, hey, I'm interested in a camera from Nikon. I've been holding out for it.
Yeah.
The thing is, when the D500 came out, it was so much cheaper than a full frame, but it was a pro level body. That gap's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're looking for now. Is it that pro body?
But they want to pay about $1,200 for it.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna. Well, okay.
It's going to be about 16 to 2,000 if they do come out with that. And the price is not going to go down.
But I mean,
but Nikon's been surprising us. Who would have thought that? What, $2,500 for the Z6 III, partially stacked?
Yeah.
And they didn't wimp out on any of the things except for less stacked sensor. But I haven't seen any rolling shutter. The buffer is fantastic. It just keeps going. And, for, let's say, an APS-C camera that can do the same thing as a Z6 III, but only an APS-C size, hey, that'd be a fantastic camera. I just hope they have 2 card slots. So, but, and then probably a bigger battery. You don't want the DX style battery. You want like a full frame battery in that APS-C camera, like the 15C at least. So,
at least.
Yeah. Oh. Because with the D500, you're talking $2,000.
Yeah, which was cheap at the time, but it's not anymore.
Yeah.
A D500 was.
It's really funny how different people look at different formats, completely different. Quite interesting.
Yeah. Well, there a lot of people don't have the same people the same cameras that you for
Yeah,
you.
it's different for everybody.
Right.
Because I'll give you an
That's okay.
example of what I'm
That's okay.
talking about. For example, if you shoot the Fujifilm medium format or Hasselblad or Leica or Pentax, and you go to full frame, that's truly the crop sensor camera. Which is funny.
But the digital versions of those are
Think about
already
that for a
cropped.
second. You know, the full frame is the crop sensor camera compared to the Fujifilm digital medium format, technically speaking. But then again, the Fujifilm medium format is cropped compared to 645. 645 is cropped compared to 6.6. And you go on, 6.7. So everything is cropped practically. Everything.
But all the, new technology is going into full frame.
Exactly. Every camera, with the exception of 8x10, is a crop sensor camera. You can crop it with lenses.
I'm sticking with Nikon right now, and but I wonder everybody's, they still going to have to, still want it. Z90 would we get a pro body, and you're saying what you're saying now is no, they're going to go. We're not going to do that now. I don't
Can't see
know.
them doing it.
Let me ask a question. What would you guys prefer to see Nikon do? Go medium format, or perhaps get into monochrome cameras?
I don't think they'll do either.
I think the monochrome cameras are easier thing to do.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's a
I
small
think what
market.
Nikon needs to do is to take a page out of Pentax and take a DSLR that they had and just add a different sensor to it. It's that simple. It's that simple, man. They could make a killing. Let me tell you something. The people that have those screw thread lenses, if you make a monochrome camera, they're all buying.
Well, I don't care about it. Yeah.
Very small market.
That's it. Like I said, it's different strokes for different folks. There's a big, huge difference between a monochrome camera and a regular camera. I have a monochrome camera. I have the Pentax monochrome here. It's not the same. The black and white images that produces will beat anything that any company has that's a color, a camera, full frame across. It doesn't matter.
I don't care. I'm not buying it though.
Yeah,
it's not something.
Chuck, you're a wildlife shooter. You like action. You know what I mean?
No. I shoot a lot of different things, but I'm not going to do it. I don't want anything to do with film.
Not film, Chuck. It's a digital camera.
Yeah, he's talking about
monochrome digital camera. I have the Pentax. I have the Pentax monochrome digital camera, and it's awesome. And I didn't have to pay $10,000 for it. I paid $1,200 for it on eBay or something like that. So
the new K3.
Yeah, I have it right here, and my cat ruined it. I'll show it to you. Let me see if I have it. Hold on, right here.
You got it for $1,200.
Yeah, you buy stuff used and you get great deals.
I had to get up at 4 in the morning. I had to get up at 4 in the morning to get it.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Here we go. Look at it. I love Pentax. My Pentax shooter, man. I have more Pentax cameras than anything else. Here's the Pentax monochrome, the black and white. Okay, the new one. All right, it's broken because my cat dragged it, so I got to get the shutter button. All right, look at it. It's got that thing there. Okay, and here we have a Pentax CCD sensor camera right here. Okay, Pentax K. Okay, and here we have the 6.7 Pentax and the 645, and I got the 645 film also right there. So I have about 5 Pentax cameras.
Okay, so let's just mine just this from the for this, we're going to talk about the
Yeah.
Nikon. Okay, what you know, we're still stuck with. Are we gonna is they gonna come out with a whether it's Z90 or Z50?
Mark II.
Well,
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, in the pro body to be something for the not we're not well I'm not caring about the the shoot little cameras because they're gonna put all the big things in our oh god
Okay, Chuck.
they're big wild knife lenses on it. Okay.
The telephoto or the if you go to medium format, I don't know if Nikon's going to make new lenses because they would have to make new lenses for the medium format.
No.
Well, that's a good question because there are people that suspect that the Nikon X lenses are medium format lenses and that Nikon has it in disguise. And now that Nikon made the Fast 35 1.4 and it's tiny, it has increased the speculation because now there's no rhyme or reason why the C lenses are so big. So Nikon may have plans to do something that extends beyond 35 millimeter. Because of the size of the mount, it's a 645 mount for Christ's sake. You don't need a mount that big for a full frame camera. To be honest with you, okay. So that's why so many people suspect that Nikon is hiding something. And the new lens, the fact that they're able to make a Z lens so small at 1.4 only adds to the suspicion now.
Yeah.
And with good reason.
Well, you know, Nikon does have medium format lenses.
Absolutely. I have them right here with me.
Yeah, yeah. So
It's one of them right
you
here.
know, if they get the adapter, you
The
know,
Bronica 75, baby.
yeah.
Nicole right here.
That's a really good lens too.
Oh, yes. And look at this, right? This is a Kodak 178 lens, and it fits on the barrel. Look at that. It's tailor-made for it. Look, 2 different mounts in one. Phenomenal. Not a lot of people are aware of that. Very genius. Barrel lenses, native lenses. It's that easy. Now, how's that?
And I'm surprised they haven't done anything like that yet.
Well, also, Pentax did the same thing also on their mount. There are 2 mounts on the Pentax body, okay, on the Pentax 6.7. This one for big telephoto lenses and this one for smaller one, okay. The Bronica S mount also has 2 mounts. It has the Bronica S mount, but in addition, it has a 57 millimeter thread, which is for barrel lenses, okay. All right, and that's the reason why this camera came with a bellows to use those barrel lenses. Okay, this is, so see right here, okay, this extends out. So I can put that barrel lens in here and do portraiture and get tilt shift. This is a feature that this camera has that a lot of people are not aware of. I have tilt
Well, you know,
shift here,
Nikon
man.
has bellows too.
Exactly, but this one is a tilt shift.
Yeah.
Okay, which
Yeah.
makes it unique.
Nobody to carry that. Nobody's going to carry that big.
It's
That's
quite
not
light,
that
actually.
big.
It's quite light. Okay.
Well, I know, but everybody's in, buffing. They're hushing about the little bitty cameras.
Hey, I don't care, man. It's all about, for me, it's resolution. It's resolution. Now, the beauty of this also is that I have a 6.6 back, okay? However, I also have a 645.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
we lost him.
Oh, wow. Was that your phone?
No, it's just. I think he's just.
Oh, wow.
He the it's his phone.
His
Yeah,
phone
his
died.
phone. Yeah,
Yeah, because he's using his phone as your
your webcam.
his
So what I was showing
Yep.
was, so some cameras are smaller, but they're all just about the same size. Q3, M8,
Yeah.
right? But look at the ZF. I mean, they're not that much bigger, but they're all about the same size. Z8 is a little bit bigger
Yeah.
than the Z6 III.
Well, but it's funny. They're listening to people complain about them being different sizes. I mean, you got people measuring. They're complaining about winning by or the weighing 2 point something
gram or ounces. Yeah, big deal. Work out more.
What's happened with people anymore? Yeah, really. Come on.
Yeah, it's. Let me show you, pal. I got you.
Oh man. I'm gonna go in there for put my butt on there and be look everybody look at my just me.
I can
Well,
handle
waiting.
this all day. Dummy battery.
I just wanted to relay a message from Jeff. He got home and he ate some food and he's tired and exhausted. He's just going to go to bed and he'll see everyone tomorrow night.
Good.
Oh, what time? Did he say?
Tomorrow night, I think he put a community post up earlier today that had the time on it. I think it's the same time. It's just a day later.
I think it's 8 o'clock.
Oh, is it 8 o'clock?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
I can't remember it that well, but I think it was.
I can check.
Which
So
is
that-
11 o'clock. 11 o'clock here.
Yeah. So if it's 8 o'clock, it's 7 o'clock here on my time, I think. So it's an hour early. So, yeah.
What do you got there, Jeff?
Okay.
Ramble?
So
Randall?
this is a 1-inch sensor. Okay. I have it on a dummy battery. All I have to do is open it up and it's on.
Wow.
It's kind of like 18 to 50. So it's a wide field. It's a 1-inch sensor. It's a Sony. All right. So I got interested with this, and then I found out through Carmine, which Albert mentioned a couple of times because I love the guy. Over 50 years as a wedding photographer or photographer, period. And he was showing off his V1. And I didn't know Nikon had an earlier mirror system. They stopped that, I think, in 2017, making them. 2018, they cut it out. And what happened after that? They came out with the mirrorless Z cameras. That's what they were working on.
Mm-hmm.
So they went from 1-inch sensor to APS-C full frame. The Z5, Z6, Z7, and you know the rest. But I watch YouTubers that inspire me, not going, there's something wrong with this or that. What I like is they're enthusiastic about a certain object or device, and that interests me. And I says, well, I got to try it. And so you see, I have multiple camera systems, but they're portable, they're small. I got a terabyte SD card in there. This can last me 2 weeks without charging the battery. And I can do 4K 30 on it. So, would you rather carry this on vacation, or would you rather carry a big rucksack with interchangeable lenses? So,
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's, well, yeah.
But I love old cameras. It's just that I'm looking at, do I really want to drag everything? I love the Z6 III. All right. I love the hand grip that I got with it and the DC2 for photos. And I want to get into a little bit of pixel shifting and bracketing and macro photography. And I'm not into portraits. I am more into street photography and I guess landscaping. But there is something going on in Texas right now. COVID is coming back like crazy. So I don't know if it's affecting
Yeah.
your area.
Uh, North Carolina, yeah, it's really back there.
It's probably mutated again.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
100%.
but it really is not as bad as it used to be.
Well, most of us have got some immunity now.
You know, they'll come up with their shot just like the flu shot and something else you have to take.
Every year.
Yeah. Or stay away from people.
I think I'll try that.
Yeah, go to a hospital to
Wayne
catch a
asks-
disease.
Yeah.
All right.
Wayne asks, have you ordered the
No.
Canon R5?
No,
Ooh.
because the Z8 is better. No, Wayne, I did not
Okay.
order it. I'm thinking of getting rid of my Canon stuff. All right. So I have a friend named Mr. Camera Junkie. He used to be in Canon and he went into Sony, and he always gets refurbished or products that are great bargain prices. I'm going to surprise him. So I already sent him my R10, the APS-C cameras with all the lenses.
Mhm.
And I had everything organized in a bag that only weighs 7 pounds. He couldn't believe it. Okay.
Mhm.
So he's going to get something in the mail in a couple of weeks. And I'm just waiting for him to do a video, see how he likes Canon. Because if he decides not to keep Canon, he'll send it back to me. All right. But I got the gear already, and I'm going to ship him another one. But it's all full frame lenses, and I'll just get rid of the Canon completely. And he has a child that really needs care, and he has to live in a small room to keep eyes on him. He used to live in a big house, and it was just too much space, you know. So this way he can keep an eye on his kid, and he's happy. And plus, he was telling me with a smaller room, he pays less rent, so it's more money for him to go traveling and do the things he wants to. So I like it.
Hang on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Hey, whoa. You going now, Mr. Mob
Yeah, I
Man?
got my dinner's ready. I'm being summoned, so I want to eat it while it's hot. You guys know how that is. But it was great to sit in. Thanks for having me, and I'll see a lot of you guys tomorrow night on Jeff's stream. And Chuck, it's great to have you back, man. It really is.
Thing I really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Good night, guys.
Bye, Terry. Bye.
Oh, all right. Well, we got some. Well, I don't know how much time we have left. Let's see. Oh man, it's 11:10. Well, we'll stay in there for another 20 minutes, and now I'm gonna take out
End it.
here.
Yeah. So Greg is into L Mount Alliance. I like the L Mount Alliance. You know, you can have Sigma, you can have Leica, of course, and then Panasonic. They're great cameras. I thought I'd never get involved with them. The reason why I got the Panasonic S5s is they had a deal. So for about $2,000, you get a camera and then one lens, and then you get an extra lens for half price. And those were great deals. Plus, they came with a fan, so
And
they
they're
never
tiny.
overheat. And they're tiny, but they are heavier than the Z6 III. But I think the ZF might be, no, I'll take that back. ZF is a little bit heavier than the S5 II and the S5 IIX. And the Z6 III is a little bit heavier than that. And then, of course, the Z8 is heavier than that. But they're all great cameras. So 24 and a half to 45, 60 megapixels. I'm happy with that.
Depends on what you need it for.
Yeah. So the ZVE1, in order to, 12 megapixel camera is great in low light. So is the Z6 II, Z6 III, ZF. They're great cameras in low light. Canon R6 II is great, but you have to put it like a stop over, you know, to get rid of some of the noise. But what I like about the R6 II more than the R6 is R6 was better in low light, but it overheated quicker than and R6 II has never overheated on me. And it doesn't have a fan, but it does have 2 card slots. And it's surprising that a lot of people don't talk about the R6 II for wedding photography. They talk about the R5, which I would think with a higher megapixel, so you really need that for portraits and now for wildlife,
Portraits,
yes.
Not for events.
Yeah. So, but they're using the R5 instead of like the R5C, which I can understand. I have an R5C here, but there's one problem with it. They want Canon batteries in there, and they put a cripple hammer in there where in order to turn it on, I have to unplug the dummy battery cable and then plug it back in order to turn it on. And then I can't leave it like that because if I turn off the camera for the night, come back the next day, I have to do the same procedure to use it. But it has a fan. I like the Panasonic's better than the R5C, even if it's a 45 megapixel camera. They don't have exposure compensation on it, which is different. You just have to add more light to yourself to make it look better. And that's surprising to me. That's the only down thing, the 2 things that upset me about that. But it's a great camera. I've had it on car vlogs, and it's the best picture quality I've seen in my life, you know, out of all the cameras that I have. So there are some good things about certain cameras. They're good in certain situations. There's always some type of flaw. You're never going to get a perfect camera. If you get the perfect camera, no one's going to buy anything else. So I can understand where they want video. I love hybrid cameras because it can do both. And I do have cameras that just do stills.
Well, you know, a lot of people say they'll you know, if they made the perfect camera, it'd be limited. Or, well, I mean, the truth is there is no perfect camera for everybody.
Right.
Z8's pretty close.
Oh man. Hey Dave, hey Devin, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, you know, and it's great to see you on here. You're sounding much better than you have for the last while.
Oh.
And you know, it's I was out tonight because I figured I had a Saturday night off because Jeff was out gallivanting. He's got this blamed excuse about a plane being late, but that's too bad, you know.
Yeah.
And Randall's got photographer on backwards on his shirt, but that's okay.
It's inside out.
Oh, okay. I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
It was good before. Now it's
G'day, Albert.
different.
and Recon and everybody else that's out there. But it's nice to be here. I was out with my 850 and my 70 to 200 today, shooting a Latina festival.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I still
And
like
I
the
have
850.
problems with my buffer. It's not big enough. I need my Z8.
You're joking.
Yeah, the almost
Okay.
perfect camera.
I like the
How's that?
D850 though.
Is that better?
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can read that without having to look in the mirror.
Yeah, you're not dyslexic.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it was funny because before I was looking at it, I says, well, it looks good. And then I realized I'm looking at the restream, right? And then all of a sudden it changed. And I didn't notice that before until now, until you mentioned it. But yeah.
Yeah, lots of times I've got the YouTube going at the same time so I can check on that stuff, because sometimes I've seen it wrong on Restream and right on YouTube and vice versa.
Yeah. So you see on the YouTube where I was doing the comments and stuff, it's different.
Yeah.
On the restream, it's now correct. So yeah, I was looking at the internet. So now if you look at the internet, it's different. But on restream, it's correct. So
Well,
I mean, I get
got you correct on both.
So
Yeah,
let's see.
so-
Let me go. Yeah, I got the mirror on. Okay, let's see what happens on this one. Okay, so it's back again. Now watch this. I'm going to do this with my settings. If I get my mouse over in the right place. So I'll go over here, and I'll just uncheck this part. And now I'm good on the internet and on Restream. All right, let's see, back here. So I can write in the chats here. Okay, what happened? Okay, full frame. There we go. So, yeah, Pharaoh Man says, yeah, your shirt. So my Z6 III does heat up. You see a thermometer. So what I do is I change to the R5C, and you can notice that it's more contrast, more different type of color, all right, compared to the Z6 III. And they don't have an exposure compensation on this like they do on all Nikon cameras. So I just turn it off for 5 minutes, and it's good for another hour on the Z6 III. I don't want it to overheat. So that's what I do. I turn it off, change to the camera, wait 5 minutes, then I change back to the Z6 III, and then forget the R5C. But yeah, you know, I try things. I haven't done any what David does. I might try it out. I'm not into that type of photography, but I do like shooting at night too. So
yeah, I used to do that. I liked it a lot.
Me too, but I miss my bed.
Yeah. Well, you know, so when I had the system with my lazy boy and stuff like that, if I ate something, I fall asleep. And I was telling Jeff, I says, you know, it's hard to stay awake for 5 hours on a live stream because I feel like I'm ready to nod off. That's why I always go. And so you always see me going away, either fixing coffee, getting something to eat just to keep awake. And I was mentioning, you know, I can't be on. It's not because I'm falling asleep all the time. And the unfortunate thing about being retired is I can go to sleep when I want to, wake up when I want to.
Yeah.
And I've been waking up at 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and it seems like half the day is gone.
Yeah,
but
you
that
missed the
doesn't stop
sunrise.
me.
That's a
Yeah,
bad
well,
habit.
yeah. So once you get in that mode, it's hard to break. If there's an appointment, I will get up at sunrise. But then when I get home, what happens? You take a nap.
Yeah.
And then you wake up and it's sunset. So my sleeping schedule's all off out of whack. And
You got to
the only
start getting
one,
up early.
yeah. So and
Well-
I was doing that too. I was waking up at 4 a.m. So well, let me do a car block and I'll watch the sunrise. So I did that a couple of times. It just, but I think of an idea and say, oh, this would be a great video. And you do it and you watch your video and say, well, it looked pretty good. And then you see the recommendation, since I'm interested in the thing, that someone has done it like 10 months before you or 4 years earlier and stuff like that. And I says, wow, why did I make this video? So that's the only other thing. I'm more video centric than photograph, but I'm getting more into that. I'm trying.
What you're gonna be a video man if he, well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. So I've always been more video centric than photograph. So I'll just do the opposite. A lot of people, they do the photographs with a little video. I just do a little bit opposite. More video, less photographs. So that's the only difference.
It's whatever turns your crank, Randall. You
Yeah.
like me, I can get up in the middle of the night and set up my camera on with the intervalometer and have it going and lots of times in the fall I'll set it up 100 meters away from my trailer and I'll have it going and then I'll go back and I'll sleep for an hour. Then I'll get up and I'll check it and see how it's going and then if everything's going good, I'll go back to sleep for another hour. And if the aurora or whatever I'm shooting looks good, all of a sudden I got 3 or 4 cameras going. But but your camera can see so much more than you can. And
That's right.
And there's so many times that the aurora only lasts for half an hour.
Yeah.
And if you're not out there or your camera is not out there, you missed it for sure. And but when I was in Iceland, there's my partner and I, we went to bed 4 times the same day because we were out, we shot the sunrise, the sunset at night, and the only time that we didn't shoot was around noon. But we were out different places and depending on the weather, whatever, where we went. But when you're retired, you can do that. You can get up 4 times during the day. But when it snows, no more than an hour. And it should stay less than half an hour.
And that's the point is, if you get a 10-minute nap, you're good for another 2 hours. If you have to do something. Yeah. So it just depends on if you're excited to see something like the aurora, whatever, then I can do it. But it's like going to a ball game. All right. How many times you watch on TV, watching the ball game, you fall asleep. But if you're at the ballpark, you stay awake. So it depends on the atmosphere. It depends on what you're doing. I got a spot in my chair. If I sit down right now, I'll be asleep in about 5 minutes. So that's why I'm in this chair. Good, little cushion, keep me awake. I got my coffee. My dog is barking at something. And it's probably barking at the cat. They play with each other. They chase each other around and stuff. The only action I've been having lately is saving birds. So I've had 2 rabbits come through the doggy door. I've had a cat catch 2 birds, give it to Wanda, and then I give a treat to Wanda so she'll drop the bird so I can get the bird to rescue. And if it's not hurt, I'll put it out, on the ditch and it'll fly away. The other one, I had to take it to the rescue and they had to mend it, fix up the bird. But that's the only thing I got going with me.
Well, I've got 3 house wren chicks living in the back of my trailer, and I'm just waiting till they fledge so I can take my trailer out of the campsite. But anyway, Anita's out there with supervising them at the moment.
All right, David. Sorry about you. Cut you off there, but
Don't worry about it, Chuck.
we're. I think I'm ready to go to bed.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
Thanks for the heads up, Roy. I didn't even know. I thought there would be no show tonight, so I was just going to watch the basketball game.
No.
Yeah, I was surprised to see Chuck myself. Very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. I mean, he still looks great. So,
I noticed yesterday was he taking off tonight so he can do it tomorrow. I thought, well, you know what? Now it's as good as time as any to make my stay on the channel. So that's what I did. So
You did good.
I had a good time. I really did. I know we were going off in the first 30 minutes or so. But we held it together and had a good time tonight. So I really appreciate all you guys and all those that are just watching. I'm really happy that everybody's here. So hopefully everybody remember you're on there for tomorrow with Jeffrey.
Yeah.
And we'll keep it going that way. But every now and then I'm gonna moving these wait a minute. Every now and then we're gonna I'll do this again and see if it's a little bit faster.
Better.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, you're doing much better than you did last time.
But anyway, I do. I thank you all very much. So thank you very, very much.
Well, Chuck, you picked a good time slot to come on because they just take Jeffrey's slot because it seems to be he took it over from somebody else that you had an excellent show with this time. So all fair and love and more and YouTube.
Yeah.
So see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, and I'm probably going. I'll be on here with him for just me an hour, but I'll probably sometime tomorrow gonna take off. So
okay.
It's really been fun. Everybody in here. So I think everybody goes take you one more time, and then after that, it's time for me to go to bed.
Yeah, and don't forget your T-shirt for tomorrow night.
That's right. Well,
yep, there it is right there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yep. Give the thumbs up.
Yeah, I got to do that.
But anything, everybody that's going out tomorrow, there's everything, a plan. Well, it's a good day for Jeff at tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like great.
I'm sure he said he missed this.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot, folks. Everybody have a good one.
Yeah.
Good night.
Have a good one, Chuck.
All right.